This sure looks like it's on the up and up, doesn't it? Democrat Senator from Georgia, Raphael Warnock, is living rent-free in a $1 million home in Atlanta, Georgia, bought by Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church, a famous church in Atlanta where the senator is a part-time pastor, according to the Washington Free Beacon. The home is equipped with accommodations like a 100-bottle wine fridge, just in case, you never know who might drop by, a Bluetooth-enabled stainless steel cooking range, got to have that Bluetooth, custom crown moldings, and a walk-in closet affixed to what is described as a stunning European bathroom with a remote-controlled privacy curtain. I have to look into that one. Want to see the home on Google Maps? Well, good luck. You really can't, because it's been blurred from view on Google Maps and presumably Google Earth. Not only is the Senator Raphael Warnock living rent-free in a home not bought by him, but being that the church owns it, it's exempt from property taxes, too. It's a pretty good deal. But I know you've done some good research on this.
Yeah, so not only is he living rent-free, but there was a story about a year ago that he's still receiving a paycheck also from his time as a pastor. Now, the interesting nuance here is
this is not exactly the Chinese government paying him.
So, no.
It could be. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know who tithes to the church.
He is a communist.
I would say that it's interesting because he is not technically breaking his rules that he swears that he'll uphold by being in the United States Senate. So their ethics rules allow them to receive this, provided that they came into the Senate having received it already. So it's a continuation. However, there is an IRS issue here, and the IRS is probably going to be looking into the tax-exempt status of the actual church itself. This church historically has had issues in providing housing for people within the community that they've been revoked, which also at the time called into question their tax-exempt status. Churches kind of fall in a weird bucket where the government has oversight but doesn't. But I would ask our viewers at home, if when they look at their priest and their pastor on Sunday, if their priest or pastor is living in a $1 million home with a $100 or 100-bottle wine.
Very fast, yeah, the 100-bottle wine fridge. That's and the electric
and it's interesting
curtain.
For a Baptist church too to have.
Yeah, the wine.
I wasn't going to say it as a Catholic, but
so the decision for the church to buy Senator Warnock, the home, Pastor Warnock, the home isn't sitting well with some members of the Ebenezer Baptist Church community, namely Dr. Albert Raul Brinson, who was ordained at the church in 1965 by none other than the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. himself, who ripped Warnock for even allowing the church to do that for him.
I wouldn't be for that. I never would have promoted anything like that, period.
Now, I'm asked this.
If I had been him, I would not have even allowed the church to do that kind of thing.
yeah, that's it.
Well, that's pretty wild. And, when you're a Democrat, I'm sure the New York Times and 60 Minutes are looking into this even as we speak.
Oh, I'm sure. They're looking deeply into it. But I mean, you think about just the perception from the outside. I mean, talking about this issue with Warnock and owning this home, and speaking as someone that has lived in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area, you can buy a very, very nice home for $400,000. I mean, this situation, and I think the continuation, the publicity around it for members of that church, if I was a member, I'd be very angry.
And it is a famous historic church, and Martin Luther King ties and all of that.
And Warnock's staff fought this story, saying, "Oh, you're going to put the senator's life in jeopardy, and he's going to get targeted and privacy, all that stuff." So.
Always the victim, ever the victim. Here's your plane.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.